Alright guys, today I'll be showing you how to subtract variables. It's the same thing as adding variables, but in this case you're subtracting it. Alright, so x minus x. You have 1x and you're minusing 1x from it. That means you have 1 minus 1. It becomes 0. Now another example next is x minus x minus x. So you're basically doing 1 minus 1 minus 1. It becomes 1x minus 1x minus 1x. So let's do the first two first. Now that is 1x minus 1x. 1x minus 1x becomes 0, as we saw here, as we saw right here. And if that's 0, then 0 minus x is going to give us minus x. Now 2x minus x. So you have 2x's and you're minusing 1x from it. That's why you have 1x. The answer is x. Now another example is x minus 2x. You have 1x and you're minusing 2x's from it. So you're at minus 1. So you have minus 1x. Always remember, you don't write the 1. You don't write the 1 in front of the x. You don't need to write 1. There's always a 1. Alright, so and if it's a negative, you need to include the negative sign so it knows that it's negative 1x. Okay, so x minus y, and again, different variables, you cannot add or subtract them, or you can't even divide them or multiply them. They stay as they are. So x minus y. Next example is x minus y. You can say that they have different variables, but they also have same variables. So you need to take care of the same variables and not worry about the different variable. Same variables in this case are the x's here. There is 1x minus 1x. 1x minus 1x gives us 0, and 0 minus negative y, 0 minus y, this gives us 0, and 0 minus y gives us minus y. Next is x minus y minus y. So x minus x gives us 0. Now you need to keep it in mind. If you want to solve these really fast, you need to have the answer in your mind. So x minus x gives us 0. Now next is minus y. So 0 minus y gives us minus y, and then minus y gives us minus 2y. So minus y, I mean minus y, this equals to minus 2y. In this case, the x minus x gave us 0, and then we have minus y. This gives us minus 2y. Alright, now x minus x minus x minus x. We have 4 x's subtracting from each other. So the first x minus x gives us 0. Now the next is, so this is 0, and we have 0 minus x. 0 minus x gives us minus x, and minus x gives us minus 2x. Next is minus y minus x minus y minus x. So in this case we can't do anything with the y and x, but we have 2 y's here, 1 y here and 1 y here, so we can subtract them. So it's minus y minus y. Minus y gives us minus 2y, and we have minus x here and minus x here. Minus x gives us minus 2x. Alright, so that's our answer, and we can't do anything with the y and the x. So in this case we have x minus minus x. So as we know from numbers, minus becomes plus, so this is basically x plus x, right? So this minus and minus became plus, so it's x plus x, and x plus x becomes 2x. That's how you subtract variables. Now you can make it easier for yourself by rewriting the equation into simpler form, meaning you can have the same variables beside each other and then subtract them if it makes it easier for you. But it's a nice practice to do it in your head. You can start off by putting them beside each other, but it's a nice practice to do it in your head, especially if you're in a high school. You can really benefit by doing everything in head in the years to come. Thank you.